What's up guys, welcome to Supercars of London, welcome to Northern Italy. You may have seen from my social media that I'm currently in the midst of filming episode 3 of the BOTB Dream Car Bucket List. But whilst we're here, we're stopping off for a spot of lunch at the top of a pretty awesome mountain, and I thought that it could be the perfect opportunity to host a Q&A. It's the first time that I've done a Q&A as long as I can remember. It has been ages, and to me Q&As are such an awesome way of connecting with you guys, answering some of your questions and giving you a general update on the YouTube channel, what's been going on in my life and everything to do with that. So we're going to head to lunch and I'm going to be posting a picture on Instagram, and then as the live questions come through I'm going to hopefully be answering them. I'm going to be aiming them towards lifestyle, my channel going forward, not necessarily questions like my dream car and things like that. So hopefully we can get a pretty good update from the Supercars of London YouTube channel. Right, post has been live for 3 minutes. I thought that I'd give it a little bit of time, and it could have been like a complete stalemate picture and no one posting, but we've got over 30 questions already, so let's start from the beginning. Tom Lansley, where and when is your next road trip? We're currently in Northern Italy. The next video that you will see after this one is episode 3 BOTB, which is Stelvio Pass. Then I fly back, and then within 12 hours I'm flying back to Germany, Berlin, for Formula E. It's a double header this weekend and I'm very much looking forward to that. And then 4 days later, myself and Sam are taking 2 cars that aren't ours to Le Mans, and then we're on a 2-week road trip leading up to Goodwood Festival of Speed. So we have spent so long planning this trip. There are amazing challenges, not all car related, but we are going on a road trip and we're not driving together all of the time. So that is probably the next road trip. Alex Hurd has done a really good question. Will there be a YouTuber car section at Goodwood Festival of Speed this year? Are you going? So I'm going to be at Goodwood Festival of Speed with Sam, Seen Through Glass, for all 4 days. Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. Every single day we are doing a live Michelin stand something every day, and I'm pretty sure the timings are yet to be confirmed, but they're around 3 PM. So if you're there Thursday, Friday, Saturday or Sunday, you can come and see me and Sam at the Michelin Supercar paddock, which we're really excited about. They're not going to have our cars on the stand. We're hopefully going to be bringing the cars that we're going on this epic 2-week road trip with, but there will kind of be a YouTube section where you can come and see and meet us and we can all hang out. So Alex, great question. Goodwood Festival of Speed this year, 2017, is going to be the best one because it's my favourite event ever. So I have to be there for all 4 days. I've seen a really interesting question all to do with ad revenue, YouTube ad revenue, which I've not addressed on my channel. I've seen a few YouTubers do it across their YouTube channels. So I think I will answer that question at the end to give you guys a proper insight into the last couple of months on Supercars of London. But there are a couple of other quite funny questions that I want to answer. So I don't know how to pronounce this, UTSAVNS. If you could, would you swap your current Huracan for the Performante? There are some exciting things in the works. I'm going to be driving the Performante and potentially placing an order on the Spyder version, which is a Supercars of London exclusive. This is what I love, Q&As, because I get to connect with you guys and tell you stuff that I wouldn't be able to tell you in some of the other videos. So I really like the idea of the Performante. And I was a little bit too late to order one to get an early car, which is why I went for the LP580-2. However, even though it hasn't been confirmed that there is going to be a Spyder, the test mules have been out at the Nürburgring, and I have been speaking to Lamborghini Pangborn, and potentially I will place a deposit on the Performante Spyder. This is quite a topical question, and I'm basically answering it because I know Alex is probably going to be sweating right about now. Tim Foster has asked, have I ever flown a drone? I haven't ever flown a drone before. I always leave it to the professionals, but Alex has hired one. So it's not Alex's, we've hired one for 4 days to get some awesome shots.
I think we have insurance. What could go wrong?
So let's go and fly it. Archie Hamilton, who's commented, is Archie Hamilton my idol? No. come. Done. Supercars_GB has asked, is there a country that you haven't visited that when you hear about it, I say I'd love to go there? The two places that spring to mind just off this question is Mexico. I have no idea why, but like it just looks amazing. More as a relaxation holiday rather than a road trip. And South Africa. Diogo.Vidalaga has asked, with so much traveling, do you never feel like just staying at home for a couple of days and chilling? And that's a pretty good question to ask right about now, because over the next 30 to 40 days, I think I'm actually at home for 3 or 4 of them, which is really quite scary because I do miss home, I do miss my girlfriend, I do miss my family, and I do miss my nephew. So I love spending time at home and I love having those chilled days, chilled evenings, but when the weather's as good as it is like this, I can't stop working because everything that I do, this is my living, the YouTube, the clothing, everything. I'm trying to build a brand and trying to build a career for me of something that I love doing, something that I wake up and get out of bed and be motivated to achieve better than the day before. So in times like this, when we've got weather and beautiful scenery like this and awesome opportunities, then I take them with both hands and I just never ever stop. And when I do get time at home, I never take it for granted and I just sort of cherish those moments that I have back home. So as great as it is to spend loads of time away, having awesome time in places like this, it's also nice to be at home as well. V7N Instagram, no, V7Instagram. What are your biggest interests outside the automotive world? Now, very good question. Obviously, in the Instagram post I put, I want to answer the lifestyle questions. I want to answer the questions that not necessarily are, what's your dream car? If you had 5 million quid, what would the cars you buy? Because every Q&A tends to have them in, and well, I've answered them before. So I wanted this Q&A to be like the most important, the most important Q&A for the YouTube channel to date. Sport. I started playing football from 4, so I've played football from 4 all the way up. I played to county level, so I've played football a lot. I also played tennis from the age of about 5 or 6, and I played that to county level and really enjoyed playing tennis. So I love watching Wimbledon, I love watching any football. I love music, I'm a massive music lover. Other interests, traveling. This job has enabled me to travel to some of the most amazing places that I never thought that I'd be able to do. So a real late interest of mine has definitely been traveling and exploring the world and seeing beautiful places that I never knew existed. And for me, one of the most underrated places is the north of Scotland, especially the west coast. It's just completely untapped. You'd never expect to see it in Scotland. And yes, the weather can be hit and miss, but it is absolutely stunning and literally you feel like you're driving on a different planet. One final question, one final topic, and it is from Zach Des, which asked, well, basically said, talk about the YouTube ad revenue that has happened over the last 2 to 3 months. You may have seen some YouTubers talking about it on their channel. I didn't know whether I was going to talk about it or address it at all. However, because it has come into this video, I felt like it was probably appropriate to finish off this video, and seeing as it is a proper Q&A, the most important Q&A to date on the Supercars of London YouTube channel, I thought that I would keep you guys up to speed with what is going on. So if you hadn't seen anything to do with the YouTube ads, YouTube had a real issue quite recently with ads appearing on videos that they probably shouldn't appear on. A lot of advertisers actually pulled their budget away from YouTube, meaning that content creators like me and many other people saw a huge dip in general earnings. Now, we don't earn a lot of money as it is, and a lot of people can probably vouch for me that have tried starting YouTube channels and realize that there isn't as much money in it as you might think. Then with the dip that YouTube had, everything went like this. It was a really difficult period, but for me and the Supercars London YouTube channel, yes, it was a difficult period. The last 2 months have been quite sort of cutthroat, and especially like in March I bought the Lamborghini. I was like, Jesus Christ, can't afford this now. Not one of the reasons why I left it down at Seb's in Monaco. That was purely because I knew that I was flying back there for the Grand Prix. But the one thing that I really wanted to touch upon in this video, and to finish off the video, is the way that I see it positively affecting me and other YouTubers out there that are in it for the right reasons. So first of all, the actual content on YouTube is going to become a lot richer, and from a personal level, I've been working really quite hard over the last 2, 3, 4 months, literally right from the word go, to make sure that I am creating the best content and always developing, always getting better, and always evolving. So I think this ad revenue, even though it is a dip, I think it is going to start to see much stronger content out on YouTube, which is only a good thing, as YouTube is the platform for content creators to put their content. I think the videos are going to get better. My videos are certainly going to get better, and I really have never been in the YouTube for the money. I started my YouTube channel before there was even money involved, before Google bought YouTube. So Supercars of London has never been in it for the money. I've never started something to try and earn money out of it. I've started the channel way before money was involved. So for me, this is my passion, this is my hobby, this is what gets me out of bed in the morning, and it just so happens that I earn money from it at the same time. So I saw that comment, I was like, right, I really want to answer that question. I really want to talk to you guys about the ad revenue and what my perspective is on it. I think it's a positive thing. I think it's a really exciting time on YouTube, because I do believe that, well, especially I can speak for myself, my content is only gonna get better. So I think that is the perfect way to end this YouTube video. Hopefully you've enjoyed this channel update. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for supporting as always. And make sure that you're tuning in Sunday, 5 PM for the video, not that you can see it because there's a building in the way, of me driving the Stelvio Pass in the Ford Focus RS for Bucket List Episode 3. I cannot wait for you to see this video. At the moment, I have not edited it, but the video is gonna be epic. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Cheers, guys.